Carol Von Mertens. I'm a Los Angeles-based martial artist and fine art sculptor. I'm here today to introduce the world to my fine art sculptures. I have a very unique style. And I produce things that are very unique to the martial arts world. This is something that you don't see anywhere. I get my inspirations from watching the UFC, from watching movies featuring Kung Fu with Jet Li and Jackie Chan. All my inspiration comes from all these outside sources, and with that I'm able to gather enough information to create these beautiful pieces that you see in front of you. My experience is in Taekwondo for 10 years, and my Taekwondo pieces reflect my experience. I try to capture a lot of movement in my pieces. I also have the Kung Fu pieces. I do Japanese sumo pieces. I have several different pieces that I collect information and through imagery, magazines, movies. It's very popular right now in the United States and all over the world. So that's where I get most of my information and inspiration from.
A few years ago, I saw a statue that she did for my friend Mestre LIMA about a Taekwondo kick that really caught my attention because how she was able to capture the movement into a statue, which it's very unique in my opinion. So since then we met each other through martial arts, and we start talking about someday developing a new statue for the art that I practice, which is the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and which is a grappling. It's a chokes and holds. So, but I wasn't too sure how she was going to do it, but what amazed me was that we started working on the project, and she came and watched many lessons. She took many pictures, filmed some classes, watched. So she really researched my style to be able to get the cloth and the movement and the details, and so we finally did a very large piece, which is really amazing, and I recommend her work to anyone that would wish to portray what they do, their art form, into a statue, and a bronze statue carries the one. Thank you.
We're here in my Los Angeles-based studio working on my 8th piece of my martial arts series. This one is called the Jiu-Jitsu Fighters. This is by far my biggest endeavor so far. I usually work about quarter life size or a little bit smaller. This piece here is half life size, maybe even a little bit larger than that. I've been working on this piece here for about a year and a half now, so it does take quite a long time to create something of this size and of this nature. Especially fusing two figures together, that's actually incredibly hard because your structure underneath has to be very solid. The pieces have to align perfectly. The scale has to be right. There's so many roadblocks that you can come across once you get started if something in the beginning is not done right, meaning the structure underneath, which is called an armature or the skeleton of the piece. If it's not measured out correctly and it's not set correctly, the piece will look off. My goal here is to create a very realistic jiu-jitsu piece. The piece is done in, it is a solid one piece. However, like the arms here that's why they have sticks in them, because they can be removed. And when I remove the arms, I can go inside and work on the inside structure of the piece, which is very detailed with the uniform, the folds of the fabric, the belts, everything has to be exactly correct. When this thing does get into completion and it's ready for the mold process, the arms will be removed again and a separate mold will be made of the arms so that the piece will go together at the foundry when it's cast perfectly. So right now I'm just really going over minor details. The piece is about 90% completed as far as the sculpting phase of it. Once that's completed, then it'll be ready for the mold making process. That's going to take a little while. Pieces like this size are extremely expensive. They're super expensive to create, and also going through the mold process and the bronze process it's many dollars. So I'm taking my time and I'm trying to get financing so that I can actually complete this piece. It would be just a wonderful piece added to my collection. So that's what I'm doing right now, just trying to get all the little details finished, the facial details. I work from photographs mostly. As you can see, I have them all out in front of me.
She duplicate the perfect cake, the perfect technique in bronze. She captured the turning of the hip, the looking on your eyes. She makes it perfect. Besides talent, she was a martial arts. She was a national champion in Taekwondo, and I posed as a model for 2 of her Taekwondo pieces, and I also assisted her with Joe Machado, posing for her last work called the Jiu-Jitsu Fighters, which she's been working for several months, and it's going to be a huge bronze statue, and I can't wait to see it ready. But it's nice to have somebody providing that kind of work, because sometimes there's people looking for something sophisticated to put in their office or to decorate that martial arts school or the studio, and she provides that in a high level. So it's very nice, to be part of it and to have myself duplicating bronze. It's cool.